Hey, Tubies, this is Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be with you. Here we are. It's Saturday, and you know what that means? Time for our Saturday night seance. I want to give a big thank you to all of you who came out to my last video, which was Zodiac Thursday. We had a wonderful time. We talked about the planetary alignments that are going on right now, and we talked about, alien energy that we can draw to ourselves and working with gemstones according to our zodiac sign. And if you haven't seen that video, you want to see that. It's in the queue right before this one. Well, I just want to touch in here and also let you know that yesterday on Friday, I know I promised you guys a video. It's crunch mode in Psychic Bob's world right now. So it's just one of those days where things got away from me. But anyways, I'm trying to keep videos regularly streaming to you guys, so not to worry. Anyways, we're going to have some more coming up in the following days, so don't worry. Psychic Bob has not forgotten you, but it's just a busy time, and I really thank you for your patience right now. Well, here we are, and for those of you who are new here, this Saturday night seance is a weekly tradition. It comes out of the old spiritualist church tradition, and we used to gather in mediums' homes and have seances, and we'd sit around in a circle and dim the lights, and a medium would go into trance. And it was always fascinating. And, as I said, we never know what's going to come through. It's always an adventure. But I'm sure glad you're here with us. So I invite you, pull up your chairs, gather around here in my living room. Welcome to our virtual seance circle. And I'm going to go into trance. Now, just for those of you who've never seen this before, trance channeling or trance mediumship is when a spirit overshadows the consciousness of a medium and they take control of their vocal cords and their body temporarily to manifest, to come through. When I channel, I feel no pain. I'm actually kind of out of it. I'm not really here, so they come through. I vacate temporarily. But it's all done with an agreement with the spirits that I won't have any harm to my body or to my mind or anything. So there's no danger for me. It's actually a very peaceful experience. And so I really enjoyed channeling. And anyways, I hope that you'll gather around and, be open your mind and heart. Let's see what the spirit people have. Well, I'm going to go into trance, and I'll see you when I get back. All right. See you in a few. Oh, this is Fletcher here. Give us just a moment while we get control of the medium's vibration. Oh, there's a lot of soul glow going on tonight, and all of you look beautiful. Well, give us just a moment here. It is as I have always said. I've said that when one accepts the light into one's heart, there is joy, there is happiness and freedom. It has been for me a great joy to come over to the light. And since coming to the light, I have found peace. I have found rejuvenation of my mind. In the spirit world, the light will permeate every part of your being, and thus all of your senses are illumined by spiritual light. Your eyes see colors that you have never seen. Your voice can speak in tones that you could never do on earth. This accounts for the heavenly music that many hear. Many people have said in the spirit world they have heard the choirs of angels sing with an unearthly beauty. And it is very true that those souls operate from a frequency that is far beyond the vocal ranges of the earthly human life. Yes, it is true that our senses here are illumined and heightened. We can hear far more with our spirit ears than with the material ears. We can see farther, clearer, and more dense vibrations with our eyes. I should say that our eyes are not limited by the dense vibration, and it is in fact that we see through the dense vibration. This is how we are able to see into the earth realm. Many people on earth said, is it true that the spirit world can see us and can, in a sense, look in upon us? Yes, we can. At any time we can appear anywhere we wish upon the earth. But please do not be afraid. We are not here to spy upon you and to look in upon you upon your most private moments. We have a sense when you are in need, and it is at those times that we are drawn to you by your vibration. Every human being sends out an emission of vibration. It is like a tone that we perceive here in our world. And so we perceive frequencies, and some are, in a sense, distress signals. And when you are in need and have great fear, your distress signal is broadcast from your very core of your being all the way into the ethers. Here in the etheric realms, we can hear and sense that vibration. And those of us who are so called to spirit work are able to follow that lead and appear instantly at your side. This accounts why many people have said in their times of distress they have seen their relatives who have been long deceased suddenly standing by them. There are many here who love you, who wait for your call. The problem is that many earth people have made the mistake of assuming that once one is dead, that there is no life, and they never remember to call upon their family and friends and loved ones here. But there are those here who love you. Some are even generations back that you have never met, yet they know and observe you from the spirit world. And someday when you return to this world, you will see them face to face. And then you will know that you have had many people who have loved you and supported you during your earthly sojourn. So please never think that you are alone and that we are either one extreme or the other. We do not spy on you needlessly, nor do we abandon you in your time of need. The spirit world has all things in balance, and so when you need our protection and our guidance, we are there for you. And when you need your privacy, we respect that as well. So never fear, and do not think that if you allow the spirit people in your life, that somehow you will have no privacy. Your privacy is not taken by our world. It is guarded and guided. And you yourself will be guarded and guided if you will but allow us to do our work with you. Please have faith that we have your best interest at heart. Someday you will return to this realm, and all the things that we have spoken of will make sense to you, and you will have a clarity of knowledge that you now lack. Even the most exalted souls upon the earth, the most wise and spiritual, even they have not yet full knowledge of the spirit world. For over here there are vast expanses, territories, and experiences that await you, that will enliven your mind and help you to see even the bigger picture of God, the bigger picture of the reality of all of life. All of life in this universe is evolving, growing, and transforming. But to be part of that process, you must invite us into your world. If you choose not to involve the spirit world, we shall respect that and not interfere. But we do hope that you will consider allowing us to be part of your reality. Since coming over here, I have come to understand how vast and expansive is the mind. The human mind has the ability to see the past and to know the future. Here we have the assistance of the Akasha. The Akashic records are in a sense the library of all that has ever existed. We have access, and if we wish, we may study the Akashic records to have a better grasp of life upon the earth, as well as life throughout the universe. Over here, there are many more life forms than of which you are aware. It is true that animals, plants, pets that you love, all are here in the spirit world. But also over here, you will find beings that you have never encountered. The ancient mythological beings, such as centaurs and dragons and these sort of creatures, do exist in the etheric realms. They had their time upon the earth, and even though they are no longer upon the earth in the physical sense, their spiritual vibration is still felt, and here in the etheric realms they live in their glory. Some might even say, well, Alfred, is it possible that even unicorns could exist? And I do tell you in all truth and honesty that yes, even here in the etheric realms there are unicorns. Any being that you can imagine that you have encountered through your life in books of history or other ways, knowledge of ancient cultures, does exist here in the spirit world. So the mythological beasts of old are not so mythological. They're actual sentient beings who inhabit now a different realm, different from your own. But when you come to this realm, you will have the opportunity to see them, to encounter them, and to know them. Allow your mind always to be in the process of learning. If you open your mind to learning, you'll receive much from our world. There is two types of learning. There is the earthly learning, which is books and studies and the right brain logical mind. These are mathematics and physics and languages. All of these things are very important. But beyond that, there is also the spiritual mind, which has the ability to grasp realities, dimensional transitions, to understand portals and physics far beyond that which exists in the current day knowledge of the earth. You also have a knowledge of these. Many of you have lived many lives where you have explored these subjects. Many of you indeed have former lives in other worlds, advanced civilizations. And so within your mind, even on the earth, you have a vague memory, perhaps a hint that there is more than you currently know or that is currently known upon the earth. So do not limit your mind by saying such things are impossible. No, my dear, all things are possible, and in fact all things do exist in the higher realms. Try to understand that the realm that you are in is a limited realm, where only there are certain vibrations present. But the range of vibratory reality is far vaster than that which you currently know. You know, when you look at the visible light spectrum, it breaks down to 7 different colors, or 8 colors, 7 colors, perhaps a few more. But really it is less than 20 colors that you perceive by the visible eye. Here your visual cortex is expanded, and you will see colors far beyond those that you currently know. The rainbow on the earth is only a very small slice of the color spectrum that truly exists. And so when you come here, your mind, your eyes will be feasted upon a range of vibratory rates known as colors that you have never yet experienced. It brings much joy to the soul, and many souls who first arrive here are in awe of the colors. They say, I've never seen such a palette of beauty. And it is true that in this realm, the beauty reigns supreme. So allow yourself to receive beauty and allow yourself to consider that there are realities far greater than that which your conscious mind is aware of. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. Can you hear me? I think we're in the body now. Oh, I must say, I so enjoy listening to Alfred speak. He's such a very wise gentleman. You know, when he was upon the earth, he was quite the scholar in his youth. And even though in his later life he became, well, shall I say, degenerate, he's more than made up for it over here by tuning his mind to the higher vibration. You could say that the very light of God shines through him. You know, since I've come over here to the spirit world, I also have learned very many amazing things, wonderful things that have enlightened my mind, brought me joy, brought me hope. You know, one of the things that I often hear when I'm visiting upon the earth is I hear humans arguing. They're arguing over religion, say, well, I believe that, and those people over there, they don't believe what I believe, therefore they're wrong. And then the other group will say, well, we believe this and they don't believe that, therefore they're wrong. And you see, all of this creates religious intolerance upon the earth. It creates hatred, and it creates a vibration that lessens love and lessens joy. And these vibrations are harmful to the human soul. I can tell you with most assuredness that over here in the spirit world, that God does not care about what you believe. You see, my dear, the human brain gets all tangled up in thought and says, well, you must believe this. But you know, my dear, belief is not so important. God does not want your belief. He wants your heart. He wants your love. You see, here love is the guiding principle. And if you want to be close to God's light, then you must operate by the vibration of love. It is the highest principle of the entire universe. It was a mistake that I made in my earthly life, thinking it was all about belief. You see, I also had this very problem. I said, well, I belong to Church of England, I believe the prayer book, that's good enough. But you see, my dear, that was only a surface and did not begin to enter into the true reality, which is love. If you have love in your heart, you will have all things, and the power of God will flow through you, and you will be able to do miracles. Many people used to read the Bible in my day and used to say, Rose, isn't it amazing? The apostles could lay hands on people and heal them and do such great and miraculous things. And, I used to say, well, it's all good and well, I suppose. Interesting, I don't know. Don't put a lot of stock in that. But you see, when I came over to heaven, I learned that the power of the apostles was not by belief, but was by love. They allowed the love of God into their hearts, and that is how they worked the miracles. And Jesus was amongst them. He taught them how to love. And he gave them the ability to love by his prayer and his own love. And so the cycle of love continues down through the ages. And there are still today, even believe it or not, my dears, on earth miracle workers, those who can do amazing things, who can heal the terminally ill, those who can make people levitate, those who can pass through walls and walk on water. All of these things are reality. But they are not accomplished by sheer focus of will. They are accomplished by love. You see, St. Paul once said that he said, if I have all the power in the world and yet I have not love, I have nothing. If I have all the faith in the world and yet I have love, I have nothing. I can say truly that this is the truth. This is why after my death I went to that place, that dark realm, the purgatory realm, because I had to learn to love. And until I could let go of my own self-importance and my own ego, I could not allow love in. And once love entered my heart, so then I ascended into the light. And now I shall dwell in the light forever, for love is firmly ensconced inside of me. So if you want to grow, if you want to understand how to have power in your life, don't seek power, seek love. That's your answer, my dear, to all things. You see, the human mind always gets fixated on understanding things with the logical side. So we're A plus B plus C, you say, or 1 plus 1 equals 2. But the rules of the spirit world are beyond mathematical equations. They operate in a realm that is far superior. The realm of love is truly the essence from which all life is created. But not only created, it is the power that sustains life. On earth you have an expression. You say, oh, I heard that so-and-so died of a broken heart. You say, well, that's just an expression. No, my dear, there are truly people who die of grief. They die of a broken heart. And that is because the power of love exits their life, and the glue that holds them together collapses. This is so very important, why you be kind to people and that you love them. Because when you love others, you give them life force and they can live. I had a neighbour back in London many years ago. She had terminal cancer. She had uterine cancer, in fact. And we all said, oh my, she's going to pass very soon. But there was a Catholic sister, a nun, who used to pray for her. And we used to visit her, and she used to say, oh, she's not going to the Lord yet. And so we said, dear sister, she's the doctors, said she's got about 2 weeks left. But you see, that nun's prayers were filled with love. And even at that late stage of cancer, she healed. Everybody hailed it as a miracle. And it's true that they were praying to saints and to angels, and the Catholic nuns were all praying. But you see, it was all really ultimately about love. That dear lady who was dying wanted love in her life, and she allowed her to come in. And that dear Catholic sister brought love to her. A good serving of love can work miracles. And so for those of you who are traveling on the spiritual road, and sometimes you'll become weary and you'll say, I don't know, I do all the spiritual work and yet I feel so empty, no one understands me. Remember to let love be part of your work. If you seek spiritual power for the power, you will have nothing but sorrow. But if you seek love, then all things come to you. And as I said, it's the very fabric that holds together all of life. So let love be your guiding principle, and you are sure to have success. Fletcher's just come to me and he said that the medium's power is growing weak, so we don't wish to tax him. But we're so very thankful that you allowed us to come here today and to speak with you. And I hope that you will remember me and call upon me. Just say, Rose, help me. Help me to love, help me to pray, help me to remember. And I will come to you, and I will bring with me beautiful angels. The power is starting to fade, but before I go, let me at least say that I love all of you, and I look forward to being of assistance to each of you. And I hope that you will call upon me, call upon Alfred, and we will come to you. I look forward to seeing one Rose. Hey guys, this is Bob. Well, I tell you, I so love the channel, and I tell you, whenever the spirit people come through, it's really a blessing to my soul, to my mind, to my body. It really gives me a lot of rejuvenation. If you enjoyed tonight's seance and you enjoy these sort of metaphysical things, you might want to check out my book, Messages from Rose. This tells about my work with my spirit guide, Rose. It's a wonderful book. A lot of people have told me how much they enjoy it, and I enjoyed writing it. And whenever I read it, it brings back a lot of good memories for me of a lot of wonderful times and adventures I had with this spirit guide. And so if you want to learn more about Rose and her work with me, definitely pick this up. Now, you know, there's a lot of other stuff over at my website as well, because we've also got some other books here. We've got Ouija Mysteries, which is wonderful, and you can also get that over there. And we also got Psyche Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. And so there's a lot of different things, and I hope that you'll pop over to my website. I'll put the link below and pick up a copy. And, you know, Christmas and Hanukkah and all the holidays are coming, so you might want to pick up some for friends for gifts. Well, you guys rock. I love you. Thank you for being here at Spirit Channel. Listen, I hope you'll like this, favorite it, share it with your friends, and let's get out the word about Spirit Channel. And if you can, hit that subscribe button. Be part of our scene. We'd sure love you to be here. You guys rock. I love you. Keep it here. Tomorrow's Sunday, and we're going to have something fun. I think we're going to talk more about UFOs and the Pleiadians tomorrow. So you want to be here for Pleiadian Sunday. All right. I love you guys. Send you blessings, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Blessed be.